Welcome, welcome. It is currently 8:45 a.m. and what we are seeing in the charts right now. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Looks like we're working. Got everything working. My bad, y'all. Just give me time. It's my first live. Just getting set up a little bit. Got to start doing this more often, especially when I see moves, live moves that I would like to capture live. I'm gonna start going live on YouTube so we can capture them together and we can just follow along. Got everything working. My bad, y'all. Just give me time. It's my first live. Just getting set up a little bit. Nice. All right, bet. So currently what we're seeing, what I was seeing was we're currently at this high point up here. Where's my cursor? Yeah. We're at this high point up here. And then it pushed down into this level around 66750, 66777, and then it pushed up to this trend line that we were once seeing. But it didn't push up to the trend line. That was the first push. So we really weren't able to use that to start out. But if you look over to the left side, we're actually seeing that there was a support or resistance that it basically went to and used over here. So it used that resistance right here on these levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that held the chart down, and then it retested that level once again right here. So that was one thing that I did miss this week that I want to make sure that I'm really on top of is fixing my mistakes, because that's all trading is just fixing your mistakes, making sure you're getting better day by day. And then yeah, just capitalizing on those mistakes that you are fixing. So, like I said, we saw that push from that level afterwards, and then it pushed back down to this support level that we see that happened here. If you look on the 1 hour also, so we really did a lot of our analysis on the 1 hour, so you can really see the resistance better here and how it did here. And then it basically tested this low here that was the initial push up into this ultra high, the highest high that we've had this year so far. And then it used that level as support here, support, and then also support here. And as you can see, a lot of these wicks did go down stronger to the low side. So that's kind of what we're seeing is the market is dipping a little bit down below this wick. And if you look at some of my analysis, I actually did have a 4 hour box that was drawn up. So the 4 hour support and resistance zone that I just showed here is exactly where this has been playing into. So as you can see, the 4 hour resistance zone that I drew up, it started from the highs over here and then ended up being the lows right here. And that's where I drew it from, is those highs and those lows. And this whole range is where a lot of liquidity is being captured or gathered. So this is a whole range that we're looking at. It's not just one specific point. It's a whole range that we're looking at. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take that box away again, just to not make it as confusing. And then as we can see, it did use this trend line multiple times, 1, 2, 3 times, and then it did use support also multiple times to be held up. And what I was seeing, especially yesterday, was it was pinching. So it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And then what I was waiting for was either a break of this resistance level to the low side, or for it to break this this is a support, my bad. A break of this support level to the low side and a retest, which it did do, but it didn't all the way do. And then when it did retest, it actually shot back above the trend line. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now. And it came back up, broke above the trend line, started to retest that level once again. Yeah, then we saw it break above this trend line. And that was a good move to catch, honestly. I did get to catch that move last night. I've honestly been waiting for a buy this whole week. Honestly, where I messed up was this week, myself personally, was this move right here. So I had this marked out and I had an alarm set here. And what happened was, instead of me seeing that, oh, this is approaching a resistance level, instead of me seeing that, I actually played it for the high side, which was honestly the wrong decision to make. So, we learn from our lessons, and that's the whole goal of this, and being, you know, a trader, is you get better every day. You're not going to be perfect. The whole thing about it is consistency. And the thing is, even when I made that trade, I had a small lot size, and my risk management was good to where it didn't really hurt my account at all, realistically at all. And I made multiple trades actually on this, where PPI happened, and then it came down, and I had a few buys that I actually placed, and then yeah, I had a few buys that I actually placed, and then um it came down to this support level, and then that's where the buy actually came in. And I basically, everything that I lost for the week with these few trades that I had, I gained in just this move right here. So that honestly worked out perfectly. And now we're seeing that the chart is at a support level once again. It did break out, but it retested and retested back into this level that we're seeing here. So now we're back in this level again, and we want to see how is this hour going to close, number one, which is, well, as of right now, it's looking like it's going to close back into that zone. But then after that, we need to see, is it going to respect this support level, or is it going to try to break through? Because as we can see, that's happening right now. And I'll draw this. I'll actually draw this one out. These highs right here. These highs right here. So if you look at it, it was making lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows, lower highs, and then it started to trend up a little bit, which this is really just a pullback of this initial level, and then it came back down. PPI on Tuesday pushed it down. Honestly, right now what we're seeing is unemployment claims. That's pushing the market back down again, which is making the unemployment claims were good for the U.S. dollar, which is strengthening the U.S. dollar, which means that um, it's going to push this down a little bit as of right now, just because of news. But yeah, what we were seeing was lower lows and then lower highs, and then we're trying to see, is it going to follow market structure and continue the downtrend, or is it going to simply just retest and then push back up and then create the new trend? Well, not even the new trend, honestly. It's been going into an uptrend this whole time, as you can see. But is this going to push up from this level into these higher levels? So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're trying to see, as of right now, what is it going to do? As of right now, it's definitely, these last two candles are definitely more bearish. as we're seeing. You know, I was waiting for the retest, which is what we did get. Now it just depends on what is it actually going to do. It's now this support level 2. Is it going to try to push down? And if you look at some of our other analysis that we've had throughout the week, if it does push down and break these levels, this whole zone, then it's most likely gonna push down to this 4-hour target zone, which is this neckline that was broken to then push into this initial bullish move, which would make sense because there is imbalances down here that have been left. It did just push up very strongly. This was to end December. It did push up very strongly, and now it's in a move to where you know, we started out the year bullish, but now it's starting to end up being a little bit more bearish of a year as of right now, starting out. So it is at the support level currently. We just hit the support level. We had it at 0.66744. It's now going below it. So what this is showing us is we want to see how this closes. Number one, this is where this patience really does matter. Patience is key in these type of moments. Patience is big time in these moments. And then, yeah. So this is really what we're seeing right now. So now it is, you know, look how it's pushing down once more. Let's look at what the 4 hours showing us, because the 4 hours definitely showing us better. I'd say more clarity. You know, the 1 hour looked like it was breaking through, and then it did respect that high to then potentially try to create new lower lows. But the 4 hours definitely giving a little bit more clarity, I'd say, on a longer term basis, because it did create highs, and then it created lows, but then lower highs, and then it's now at a lower low, and then it broke into the 50 and the 200 EMAs, and then we did get a test to this 50 EMA right here, and then it tried to, you know, have a bullish engulfing, but then the next 4-hour candle, which closes in 2 minutes, basically engulfed that whole bullish engulfing, which shows that the bearish strength is still very strong within the market right now. So honestly, overall long-term trend, it easily could be a downtrend continuation of what we've been seeing since January 7th. Now, to start the year, we did see initially, you know, the moves start to push up, and then to now, you know, the second week of the year, from the 7th all the way to the 14th, we've been seeing more bearish momentum. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's what I wanted to go over. I'm not going to have this live be too long. I just wanted to go over it, and whoever wants to watch it can watch it. I'm going to be coming out with more analysis, more updates on the charts of what's actually going on, and all of that good stuff. So, yeah. I look forward to connecting with a lot of you all that do follow this channel. I like to really see what other people are trading and connect and see, you know, what skill sets you all use, or if you all are looking to learn any. I am just the same way as you all. I'm a trader. I actually do this. You know, a lot of people say they do it and barely do it. Like I really actually do this. Like I live this. I wake up for it, you know. And I'm really gonna start putting my visions out into the world of how I can help, and the things that I've learned, because I've been trading for 5 years. You know, I've traded half a millions, millions, quarter millions of dollars, taking $100,000 accounts to $500,000 and more. You know, actually real live money. I've past funded accounts, so I've had my ring around the ropes in this aspect, and I would love to connect to some other traders that are really in this industry and are taking it serious, and are looking to grow their connections. If you are, then just reach out to me. You can just reach out to any of my videos, just comment on any of them, and I'll definitely be watching to see if anyone wants to reach out. I have an Instagram, HTradingAcademy.com, HTrading Academy @HTrading Academy. I have a TikTok, so just find me and I'll be here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. This is definitely ending up starting to look a little bit bearish. I definitely want to see what this next hour does, because the next hour just pushes down and closes below this, then that's just showing more bearish continuation. And then we have a lot of room here that we can work with. So regardless, we're not married to the chart. We're not married to a direction or a bias. I really did like how it did break outside of this trend line, but it has broken back in and it is respecting that trend line, and it's also breaking the support. So if I see it start to break some of these low levels that we have here, then we're just going to start targeting for lower levels into the 600s. So realistically, we're just kind of reacting to what's going on in the chart